One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The give on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Makes the catch. It's small. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the option. Now the toss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Dyer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that wide receiver screen. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Dyer. They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give out of the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Finds his tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his stride. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between Penn State and Ohio State. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's small. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on third. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll try the run. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brewer. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Wants to throw. It's Dyer. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wants to fire on second down. He's open on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
To the air, it's Dyer. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Spillman. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Going right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Give to the running back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Dyer. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And tackled there by the defense. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Number 12, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's small. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Bears moving quickly to the line.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Baylor, 26.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.